Dio's quickly moving up into one of my favorite shonen villains, because he doesn't just sit there and monologue, and monologue, and monologue, and monologue, until the character gets up and beats the fucking shit out of him. Dio's not like that. He gets shit done. Like, after witnessing last week's episode that fucking wrecked me, and then witnessing this episode where Dio is just straight up getting shit done. Like, he's monologuing, yes, but he is taking action and doing things that you normally don't see from a shonen villain. Like, he straight up, he was being so cautious with Jotaro. Like, he was not taking any damn chances to get near him. He made sure he was hearing if he was breathing. He was making sure if his heart was beating. I mean, he was checking all these things just to see if Jotaro was dead or not. And I love that. I love villains that take the time to be very cautious about their opponents, but also they get shit done. He kept his distance, and he also attacked Jotaro from a distance until he figured out he might be dead. I mean, Jotaro almost died. Like, he straight up almost died multiple times in this episode. He even had to stop his damn heart because he almost would have died. He would have died, actually, by Dio if he did not stop. Whoa. Yeah, if he did not stop his heart. So, like, that's just, damn. I love Dio. Dio is cool, man. He's cool as fuck. I love his, you know, the world. Oh, I love that shit. I love that. But I also just love how Jotaro straight up was being a beast. Like, I mean, he was shitting bricks, too. Like, it's rare to see Jotaro kind of worried, and he was actually worried in this episode when Dio was getting closer. He was very worried, and I love that. I love getting to see how Jotaro's thinking in his mind of how he can outbest Dio. Dio's thinking in his mind of what he could possibly do. A very intense episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Like, honestly, I think the ending conclusion of Part 3 is a lot better than Part 2's ending conclusion. I loved Cars. I love that epic music he did with Joseph at the end, but this right here, Dio just stepping up his A game, and he's like, fuck you all, I'm being a real villain, killing people, bitch slapping them to the side, and then even though he is about to lose, he gets his head knocked in, he flies back, he drinks Joseph's blood. Fuck! I'm mad. Oh! Fuck. My boy Joseph, man. You dishonor my boy Joseph, Dio. Fuck, man. You're a good villain, but dude, don't do this, man. Don't do this. I'm upset, man. I'm upset because, shit. Dio, I love him. He's a great villain. He gets shit done. I'm glad he is evil and he's standing up to the villain title of Part 3. It's a very good thing to do, a very hard thing to accomplish, and nowadays with villains, I'm loving it. I'm loving his character. But, man, you drop my boy Joseph's blood, and then you become even stronger like you are. Like, your body's now completely compatible with you. So, the real fight begins next week. Like, the real fight of Dio versus Jotaro begins. I like the aspect of Jotaro being able to invade Dio's world. Oh, I really like that. I really like how Jotaro was able to do that. It was really interesting because it's kind of been foreshadowed or talked about past couple episodes that Jotaro's stand, Star Platinum, is very similar to the world, and if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense how he's able to move inside of it. So you have it to where Jotaro just needs to be able to constantly try to figure out if he can push himself into the world where he can move for 5 seconds, just like Dio has done with his constant training, and that would mean that Jotaro would be able to move as well. I'm looking forward to that. I mean, I wonder if Jotaro's eventually going to get the ability to where he can freeze time. Since Star Platinum is a similar stand like the world, I wonder if Jotaro will eventually have an ability to where he can actually do that as well. I mean, has it ever really been clarified if a stand can learn more abilities? Like, I mean, since Star Platinum is similar to the world, is it possible that Jotaro can learn this ability, or, you know, some form of mimic of the ability where he can slightly use it in the future? I mean, I wonder about that, especially after witnessing what he was doing in this episode. Speaking of this episode, that opening song, I gotta take a few moments to talk about that. I fangasmed internally when I saw that opening song. Oh my god. Like, I don't skip JoJo's openings because they're so damn good. And when I was, like, listening to the opening song while I was just browsing on Facebook and YouTube comments and stuff like that, I usually do that with almost every single opening. All of a sudden, I hear something new pop up. I'm like, what the hell? And so I revert the song back and I watch it, and I see it to where, you know, the Ora, 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 Muda, 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 you know, the fist fight in the opening song. You see it to where Dio does the world, and he just freezes everything, and he just walks casually behind Jotaro. I'm like, yo, that was epic as fuck, dude. That was straight up epic, man. Like, personally, I love that. I love openings that do shit like that. I mean, it's so crazy. It's just so crazy. He just walks up and passes Jotaro, and then Jotaro instantly turns around and fights him. Damn. Okay, that's it. So, they're just, fuck, man. I don't know what to say. They're just great episode. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful execution of JoJo once again this week. Probably going to be episode of the day, most likely, just because of the way this was done. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or not wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.